YouTube, how y'all doing today? Today we're taking a look at this Adventure Medical trauma kit. This is the MOLLE bag trauma kit 0.5. This is designed to give immediate first aid in the case of a traumatic wound, be it an accident, an injury, something on the battlefield. As a law enforcement, first responder, keep in the trunk of your car if you're a prepared citizen. You could strap this to the side of your riding mower in case you have some sort of disaster or emergency. So this is a 45-piece kit. Let's pull this apart here and see what it comes with. Okay, first thing we got here is the proper MOLLE bag. It's got proper webbing with straps. A lot of your cheaper pouches don't have these back straps, so these can come undone. If you wind these through here the way you're supposed to, it's impossible for it to come undone. Now we have a double zipper pouch, and I always want double zippers. And the reason for that is if one zipper gives out and you only have one zipper, well, your pouch is ruined. But if you have a double zipper, even if you're in the field when it breaks, say this zipper breaks, no big deal. You just roll the other zipper around, so you have double zippers. And it's also great because if you keep them up top, you could grab both at the same time, pull it apart. Now, whenever you're dealing with one of these and you have an emergency or something like that, let me pull this camera back a little bit farther. Whenever you have an emergency, you're dealing with an emergency, what I recommend, and I believe what almost everyone recommends, is pull this sucker off your pack, unzip everything wide open, and just dump everything out. This way you're not rooting around in there trying to look for one item. You dump everything out, you'll know where everything is. It's because it's on the ground. Also has this real nice outside pouch. This would be great for a tourniquet. We have multiple pouches inside, some tape and stuff. We'll go through all that in a second. But we have 1, 2 inner pockets plus the main pouch. And then we have a nice big pocket on the outside, a bunch of webbing. Okay, so let's put the pouch aside. Let's do what we got in here. Okay, first thing we have in here is a trauma pad. It's 5 by 9 inches, just one. So you might want to add some more, but it does come with one. Okay, next we have some sterile woven sponges. We have some monkey fist type gauze, a couple rolls of that. We have some tape, a pair of gloves, sterile. Some triple antibiotic ointments, bunch of adhesive bandages, alcohol wipe, some more alcohol wipes, sting and bite pad, some APAP analgesic / painkillers. Appears to be some big moleskin pads, some more non-woven sponges, smaller ones. Little warning label thing for the drugs in there. A little elastic tourniquet. These are really not up to snuff for actually stopping blood. I would definitely not recommend that. And then a wilderness first aid guide. So this is like going to give you basic instructions on, hey, get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! Get!
A few moments later.
Okay, and then the last thing we got is a little ABCs of first aid. This is definitely the kind of thing you're going to want to read in advance, because you are not going to have time to read any of this in an emergency. So when you get it, open this up, read it, and you'll learn some basics about first aid if you're a novice and have no training. And I highly recommend everyone alive that can hear this video right now in America, go to the Stop the Bleed course. It's like cost next to nothing. A lot of places it's probably even free. And learn CPR. You do those two things, and your odds of surviving an emergency, if there is one, for a loved one or some stranger or anyone you run across, greatly improve, okay? Okay, so we talked about what's in this kit. Let's talk about what's not in this kit. What's not in this kit that absolutely needs to be in this kit, but which fortunately, there is plenty of room in this front pouch for, is a couple cat tourniquets. Put 2 cat tourniquets in the front of this kit, and this kit is instantly 1,000 times better and more useful. Another thing I would probably put in there is a better chest dressing or more chest dressings. There is more room in the main pouch to add some stuff like that. But if you do that, if you get this, you add a chest dressing or two, and then you add a couple tourniquets in the front. And you know, another thing I would throw in there is some butterfly stitches, or steri strips they're called. And if you add those few things, I think this would actually be a very, very good first aid kit. You know, this gives you the starters, the basics, and a good pouch. But I definitely recommend adding a couple tourniquets in the front here and another good pressure dressing or two. You know, an Israeli bandage, Israeli pressure dressing or something like that in the main pouch. Okay, so we got everything packed up in there, and you can see there's actually a lot of room still in here, and the whole front is completely unfilled. You will easily fit 2 cat tourniquets in there, and you definitely should put them in there. If you get this kit, this is a good alley kit. It's a good basic starting point, but you're going to want to add 3 things to it. You're going to want to add some pressure dressings. You're going to want to add 2 Cat B tourniquets in the front, and you're going to want to add some steri strips. And if you add those 3 things, I think you're basically pretty good to go. You know, there's plenty of room in there if you want to add some more pills, a few antibiotics. You know, if you have some amoxicillin or something sitting in your cabinet, you throw them in there. If you have a traumatic injury, or get yourself taken care of immediately, you get that blood stop, taking antibiotics immediately on the scene can prevent further infection and a lot of serious complications. So that is something that I've read that is recommended. You know, I'm not just making that up. And I think this is a really good kit. This is a good basic beginning starting kit. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Remind me out.